understand how this works.
I love it. Hello, welcome to another episode of Couple Conversations. My name's Mike.
I'm Bekah.
And this is our wiener dog, Milo.
He has extreme anxiety when he's not with Mike. So he is joining us this evening. And he's living his best wiener dog life right now.
His best wiener life. That's right.
It's a short life. Oh, wait, that sounds really terrible. That's a terrible
What's
joke.
Up, Underfunded? How you doing, man? We decided to hijack Showboys Podcast YouTube channel along with Couple Conversations YouTube because I still can't stream to Facebook for some unknown reason. So, yeah, here we are. But yeah, last week, I don't know if you could hear in the background of the episode, but he is currently licking my desk. But he was so, I don't know, stressed out that we were down here and he was still upstairs that he scratched all the paint off the bottom of our door.
After I just painted it that day.
From him scratching the paint off of the door before. So
yes.
We decided to bring him down with us and hope he doesn't need any of the kids' toys down here. But yeah, so how you doing tonight?
As we just jinx ourselves. It's been a week. Real life week.
It really has. Underfunded, not bad. How are you guys? Well, you're about to find out, sir. The struggle is real. It is very real. We've had quite a week this week, more so Bekah than I, just with mom duties and stuff. Our youngest is, I think, getting some teeth in.
She's 4 months old, so she's a little one. And yes, we don't sleep anymore, which is what we do. It's just a way of, it looks like there's just something creepy crawling in the background. Just Milo. So sleep has been very limited in the Courtney household. And Mike stays up till I don't even know how late. I go to bed at 9 and he goes to bed at 12:30 and then the baby's like, hey, you guys want to get up? That one. And then our oldest is just very dramatic. So that's fun too. And she's had a rough week. So it's just been exhausting. And you can thank Mike for us being here tonight because I said I don't want to do this. But he brings the content. And he brings
someone's got to. No. But yeah, and even on top of all that, we went to the store tonight after I got off work. Came home to a big old turd in Milo's dog cage because we crate him when we go to the store because he can't be trusted in the house yet.
Yeah.
And so get out of there. Oh my goodness. He can't be trusted and he left a big old dookie in his cage that we had to clean up, which was real fun.
Yes.
But we're here because the topic tonight is actually something that we talk about pretty frequently and we think is very important in relationships, especially marriage, I think, and even more so when you are a parent.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's difficult. But the topic tonight is, do you think we go out on enough dates together? How can we make more time for each other? And then the quote on the bottom of the card is, the best use of life is love. The best expression of love is time. The best time to love is now. And that's from Rick Warren. But yes, if you're new to the show, we have a deck of relationship-centered question cards that we bought for our road trip on vacation this summer. And so each week we pick one from the deck at random, and this was the one that we got. But dating to us, going out on dates to us is something that's very important. So we're both pretty excited to talk about this, or at least I am. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah. Jumping into it, I feel like it's been so long. No, that's not true. We went out in August for my birthday, but that was the last time that we've been on an actual date. So it's been a hot minute since we've actually gone out of the house,
Yeah.
we make Friday nights a priority to spend time together, and we've done really good the past like couple weeks. Like, cause we both enjoy content and creating content and like having creative outlets, so we're okay with each other like doing our own things most of the time throughout the week, and then just like reconnecting on Tuesdays. And it's really nice because he does work from home, so we were able to talk throughout the week like that. But like Tuesdays and Friday nights have really become our time to reconnect and just like recenter with each other and just like, I don't know, talk about our week, what we have going on, relax and just watch TV or whatever TV shows like we like to do together.
Yeah.
Friday nights are a little bit more fancy. We order takeout and hang out together, and same thing. We're just pretty chill when it comes to dating, like lately, ever since I would say especially since the pandemic. Like, we've turned into such homebodies that I would much rather stay home and order takeout than like go out on a date, because we're also kind of cheap. We're like 3 kids. You'd have to get a babysitter, and then you'd have to go out to dinner, and then
like before we had kids, it's kind of funny because even after we had Peyton, at least, it's funny that you picked Tuesday and Friday because Tuesday nights are movie nights.
Yeah.
And so we would always go to the local theater.
We're big movie buffs.
Yeah. And Cinemark theaters on Tuesdays are $5 movies. So we would go every Tuesday and watch a movie.
Yeah, you should talk about our one of your favorite dates that we went on. Remember that
one? Oh yeah, this was before we were married.
Yeah,
though,
when
but
we were dating.
One of my all-time favorite date that we ever did. We have 2 theaters within like a quarter mile of each other, which is pretty funny. But one is your traditional like regular theater. The other one was a discount theater, and they would play movies that left the normal theater like a month after it left theaters. It would go to the discount theater, and it would only be like $1 a ticket. I mean, eventually prices raised up a little bit, but it was at its most expensive, like $1.50 a ticket on the weekends too. So like we would go there pretty often. And one date we went and saw 3 movies back to back to back.
We always wanted to do that. We're like, it was like a Wednesday, like just like we went and
it was awesome, and it still costs less than both of us going to the regular theater.
Do you remember what movies we saw?
Max Payne was one, unfortunately. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, I think. Yes. And then
we had to compromise because I don't like the serious stuff.
What's I think there's a Matthew McConaughey movie about dating, like ghosts of girlfriends past or something that had to do with like Christmas time and ex-girlfriends. I don't remember.
And then it got even better back in the day because, I mean, you were a student still and I was working, so we didn't have like a ton of money, obviously, to do fancy, smanchy stuff. But like Cece's Pizza, you used to be able to. Anybody remember this?
It's like a local. I don't know if they're national. No, it's
not local because they have them in Florida.
Okay. So it's like a pizza buffet place.
Yeah, and like you could bring in your movies ticket stubs and get free drinks. Yeah. So it was like budget friendly at everything that we did. We still are that way.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty epic date, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. That's just a big thing that we do just in general.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't in a while, but
makes sense because I have show boys and all I talk about is movies and shows. But that's really honestly just a big pastime of ours. We both enjoy watching movies and shows. So
yeah.
A lot of our dates consist of grabbing dinner and watching a movie. And now that we have 3 kids and
yes, taco pizza. That was my favorite. And you had to order like specialty or something like that. They never like I had it out and it always made me really sad. That was bomb.
Yeah, honestly, my favorite was the ham and cheese. I don't know why.
Did you like the macaroni pizza?
It was good, but my favorite, obviously a favorite was buffalo chicken pizza. But I love buffalo chicken anything.
Yeah.
But the ham and cheese pizza, I don't know why, it was so good. And I have a weird thing about ham and cheese.
I was going to say, did you really want to have to eat it every time? Every time my parents have a pool, and every time
Had a pool.
they did, yes. Every time we go swimming or on vacation, or anything, Mike goes, "Man, I could really go for a ham and cheese sandwich right
Like,
now."
My big toe touches the water, and I'm instantly like, man, I'm really hungry for a ham and cheese sandwich.
But as long as I've known him,
We've
never
one.
had one after swimming in like
Yeah.
the last 13
Well,
years.
just because like when
Childhood.
when I was younger, we would go to the local swimming places or camping and go swimming, and we always brought ham and cheese sandwiches. So
Makes sense.
it's like Pavlov's dog or whatever. they ring the bell, and I'm just like, ham and cheese. Yeah. But
yes,
I don't even remember where I was going with this.
we were talking about what's the question? I don't know. Where is that question? Oh, okay.
Do you think we go out on enough dates together?
Clearly, we don't go out.
Yeah.
We definitely need to make more of an effort for it. And I was thinking about that, like, because the next part of the question is asking how, right?
How do you make more time for each other? How can you?
Going back to us being cheap. I mean, I definitely love our, like, this phase of life that we're in with kids. It's just like, it's convenient and I enjoy it. Like, I love this a lot more than like going out of the house. But I think it would be good for our marriage to get out more. So I think that we should probably like budget for it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be ideal, budget for the babysitter and stuff like that. Because I mean, we have our parents obviously, but we don't want to bombard them with always asking to go out on a date and stuff. But
yeah. The hardest part for us having kids, and I feel like anyone who has kids, is finding babysitting.
Yeah.
Finding it, but
not
then
even,
like for me, I am like ridiculously cheap. And it's like you have to pay the babysitter like just as much as you would pay for like dinner and a movie. So it's basically all your dates are double price. Yeah. So that kind of sucks.
I mean, yeah.
I'm being honest.
And because we have like a baby too, like she's kind of attached to me these days. So that kind of makes it a little challenging. And plus, I don't know how she would do it. Like, all of our kids are super clingy to us. Maybe it's probably because we never leave our house. I mean, we do. We all go out as a family all together. Like, we never go grocery shopping without each other. We run errands
because I love grocery shopping.
He does. That's actually probably one of our dates too. I mean, all of our kids are with us, but we do pretty much everything together. I run errands sometimes by myself, but Mike's always like, "Oh, you're going to Walmart?"
Sorry, if I look distracted, I'm just making sure my dog isn't eating anything. I think, like, do we go out on enough dates? Probably not, but we do
make time for
most of the time. Do a good job of at least. Like the Tuesday, Friday thing we just started, but like...
No, Friday we've always done, but Tuesday,
we've done Friday basically since Corona started, COVID, because we couldn't go out. We were probably doing it even before then, I think. But like every Friday night, we put the girls to bed, I go get us food, and then we come home and we eat and we watch a show. Or, well... Not a movie because you can't stay up that late.
It's true. We're going to close my bed.
Yeah, that's also a thing. That's not a lie.
Why don't we take it back to the last episode of Episodes of Trash?
Yeah, exactly.
I like to go to bed early, and Mike stays up till like, I don't even know what time to go to bed. Like, I'm already in like second realm of sleep.
It's like...
it's actually a normal person's bedtime.
No, I go to bed at midnight. I make myself go to sleep at midnight.
I don't know how you do that.
Thursday nights are different though, because coming off the podcast and those episodes are
just all hyped
marathons.
Gotta wait for Milo to poop outside.
That's right. But no, for the second part of the question, how can we make more time for each other? We have a unique situation with me working from home that like I can just pop out of the basement, go upstairs, get some coffee, and then like end up sitting up there talking for like 15 or 20 minutes or something.
When you say coffee like that, it makes it look like we're doing something inappropriate.
Yeah, well, trust me, that's not Oh, that was probably really loud. Sorry, I was right by the microphone.
Mike's a big clapper. Big time
clapper. But
yeah, but it is nice because we can like you even come up and have lunch with me and our middle daughter, and the baby doesn't. She's just always there. But
no, I think it's just like picking my best advice or suggestion would just be to like pick a night like we did with Fridays. Like pick any night, whatever night is the best, and like just set aside like, okay, from 7:30 to 10, because that's late for you.
It is really late.
We're gonna like block out this time and we're gonna hang out. We'll eat food. I don't know. We'll sit on the couch, talk. We'll, go sit around a fire. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's something we used to do a lot, like last year.
But I think to answer that, how can you make more time? It's just be intentional about what you're wanting to do, and set a schedule or set a set time, and then do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons I bought that deck of cards, was I was like, man, I wanted to like switch things up from watching a TV show or a movie all the time. Because sometimes we go in that, what's it called, show hole, where you can't figure out what you're going to watch. And then we just spend our entire date going, I don't want to watch that. No, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to, because we are very different personalities and TV shows. I mean, I'm open to what he picks and stuff like that, but he does not want to watch granted, my shows are kind of dumb, but I enjoy them. But for him, it's like torture.
Mm-hmm.
He has been peeking up as I rewatch Friday Night Lights, and he's engaged every now and then by it.
Well, that's because the quarterback dude is Riley from Midnight Mass that I just watched. By the way, good show.
Yeah.
And the cheerleader girl.
Yeah.
Is Dawn from Titans on HBO Max.
She is not.
She is.
She's
Dawn.
Okay. I think another good way about being intentional about this kind of stuff too is like I said, I bought these cards to switch things up too. But I mean, we could even like, this is like, we're having therapy session, you and I have different ideas that we could do. We're kind of bad about being on our phones during date night too, because we literally just put the kids to bed at that point, and we're just like brain mush, trying to recoup from the day and children. And I mean, I think that like putting your phone down during that time block, or like if you guys like playing games, stuff like that, that would be really fun. Or I enjoy talking. He doesn't like to talk as much, but he's good sport. He'll listen to me.
Yeah.
Or what we should do is we should go in with a game plan as to like what show we're going to watch, so we don't fall into that show hole every time.
Yeah. Well, the problem is when we finally find one we really like we watch it very fast.
Yeah, we do.
And then
I can't even tell you how fast we went through like Parks and Rec or Community.
Community was a good one.
That was a great one.
But Underfunded here says, yeah, man, we legit don't even try to do anything without the kids, just because all her family is so far away and mine's even further. But we go to the park once a week at least together.
Oh, I love that.
And we go shopping together too. And yeah, we play board games together. We just bought them Trouble today to try. Nice.
Oh, that is fun. We need to get. I'm not competitive. See, another thing, Mike and I are so opposite. I am not competitive. I hate the other team feeling bad. It makes me sound like such a loser.
Wow.
I hate when when other people like feel bad about losing. It's pathetic, I know, but I would be okay. Like, there's some cool games at Walmart that we were recently looking at. What was that one that was like the meme one, and it's like apples to apples, but
something
different
like
versions.
New phone, who's this or something?
Yeah, there were some really cool ones that we said, oh, we should get.
But I can't play apples to apples with you because you always pick like the dumbest, least funny answers.
I think it's hilarious, but do you guys wonder how we work as a couple? Because I often
do.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it's we make it interesting.
Yeah. So I had a fun or a good way, like branch off of this question.
Okay.
But I don't remember what it is now.
But
But
I told you to write down notes.
well, it came while we were talking, and then it left while we were talking.
Just like the dog. Oh,
no, he's finally chilling out. But like, what would you consider like a really fun date for you?
I really, really like just like connecting, like just talking and stuff like that. And like, I don't know. I love it when we're in conversation and I learn something different about you, like from like a different time in your life or your childhood or something like that. Again, that's why I like these cards so much. We should do a giveaway for this for these cards. This is great because like it's ask questions. Like we haven't gotten to that stuff yet about like, I don't know, stuff from like your past or whatever, and like how you overcame this situation or stuff like that. But I just love those kind of things. And but if we had to like do something fun that's like active, that's out of the house without children, probably go to Mexico or Hawaii. Just kidding. It'd be really fun, like going to a water park. I love water parks. I love I think like kayaking would be fun. I think I want to go skydiving, but Mike says no. Which is weird because I'm afraid of heights. I don't know why I want to do that.
I heard a story on the radio several years ago.
Oh, we're going to learn something from your past. Let's all gather in for this.
A guy went skydiving and his instructor had a heart attack during the fall.
Oh, yeah, you've told me that. That's not a great story. My siblings have gone skydiving. I wanted to go skydiving like in Full House when Uncle Jesse goes skydiving on his wedding day. I wanted to do that, but Mike did not like that idea very much.
Underfunder wants to go to Grand Canyon. We're going to go someday soon. I hope you do. That would be super cool.
That is definitely a bucket list to go there.
Yeah.
We don't really go anywhere but the Outer Banks every year.
I mean, if you've watched any Showboys, you'd notice that about 80% of the hoodies I wear are Outer Banks hoodies.
Yeah.
That's because I was doing this like equation yesterday, I think Wednesday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I determined that like 90% of my wardrobe is hoodies.
Yeah.
And then like 60 to 70% of my hoodies are Outer Banks hoodies.
No, I mean, if you talking about things you wear, you'd be 100%. I don't think Sundays, I don't see you wear them.
I got to look nice for church, so I just wear plain long sleeve shirts.
But when he gets home, this hoodie's coming on.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know. I just like hoodies.
Good choice.
Right. This is when you ask me.
Oh,
what would be a fun
Mike,
date?
what would be a fun date for you? Glad you asked.
Hey, don't worry. I get it all the time. Nick is a terrible co-host and never asks me any questions.
Which is funny because I generally am the one that asks questions nonstop.
And like she said earlier, like I generally hate talking, but I host 2 podcasts, so go figure. I love sweaters. I gotta have a hood.
Mike's on a cardigan kick though. He won't admit it probably.
By kick, she means I have one.
And it was around Easter, but I was here for it because it was different than a hoodie. And I was like, oh, snazzy. Anyways, so what would be your ideal date?
I don't know.
Mike!
No, I'm just kidding. We used to have like a G League basketball team, like 10 minutes down the road from our house.
Yeah.
Affiliated with the Cleveland Cavaliers called the Canton Charge.
Great time.
And I don't like basketball.
Mm-mm.
She doesn't like basketball.
Like
but we loved going to Canton Charge games. They were super fun. But they don't play in Canton anymore. They're playing Cleveland. So.
Oh, well, yeah. That was disappointing. Why did you I was like, oh, is that what we're going to do next Saturday? That you just.
No, unless we go up to Cleveland.
Sure.
But I always thought those were really fun. I like going to live things. Like concerts are fun. Yeah. We haven't done that in forever.
Man, I think the last one we went to together was Ed. Was it Ed Sheeran?
No, it was Logic.
Oh, weird. That was weird.
Yeah, with my parents were there. We didn't go with my parents, but they were there. It was super funny. So like I have a very wide variety of music I listen to.
He does.
And I wouldn't say I enjoy rap. I'm not like a huge rap fan like Nick is, our buddy Nick.
Mm-hmm.
But I do enjoy listening to rap. And I'm not a huge Logic fan, but we found tickets on Groupon for really cheap.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like, all right, we'll go. But it was hilarious, like going there and seeing like a ton of old people and a ton of like basic people because of his 1-800 song or whatever.
So I fit in perfect there.
Yeah, but I'm just sitting there like looking around and seeing everyone like you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? This isn't 1-800.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I think that is why your mom does it.
Yeah,
She loves that
song. But anyways, stuff like that. But honestly, I'm totally happy and super excited just going to watch a movie in the theaters. Like that will make my day.
It's true. That's what he's been asking for lately. He's like, so how much longer do you think till the baby can go to your mom's and we can watch a movie? I'm like, we're maybe someday, hopefully.
Someday, soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't remember where I was gonna go from the topic here. So hopefully it comes back to me. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know you're out there underfunded. What do you guys like to do for date nights if you're ever able to have one? Because I know you have a couple rascals running around. Yeah, I'd be interested to know about that. And anyone else out there listening later, not on the live stream, like leave a comment. Let us know some of your favorite date nights that you like to do, and how you're able to make, carve out time for each other and spending time with your spouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you have any other things to go
with that?
With this?
Not that like comes to the top of my head. Like I'm thinking of different date nights in my head that would like. And then I remember I do have a 4-month-old.
This is what I was gonna say.
Wow.
That's what I was gonna say.
It cut me off.
No, this is real. This is better than anything you were gonna go. Why?
Okay. A little dramatic.
Is going out on dates so important?
Like having a date or going out of the house?
Either. Why is it so important to make sure that you prioritize doing that with your spouse?
I mean, I've told you this in the past.
Okay, but you need to tell them.
I know.
That was called a setup. I'm setting you up. I know why you think. I want you to tell them. I will
take the microphone and take charge. Okay. I heard this many years ago when we had our oldest about from like some type of marriage thing that was talking about the fact that like someday those kids that you're pouring your entire life into right now, they're going to grow up, they're going to move on with their life, their friends, even the long run of like college and relationships and stuff like that, and you're going to be there together, you're going to be left there, just the two of you, and you don't want to be left being strangers. Like you want to continue to grow in the walk while you're like raising kids and not pouring your entire time into them, but like still being friends with yourself and like, having romance and all that stuff that goes along with it too. So that when you're old, that you still like each other and like we will still want to like be around each other and stuff like that. Like I can honestly say that like you are my like number one best friend and you're the only person that I like want to tell, the first person I want to tell everything to, and I hope that like, and I think with like having that one-on-one time together has really helped remind me of that, that I still like you.
Yeah, I think that it's super important for those reasons, but also to have time to decompress from being parents and like working and stuff, like just to have some sort of relaxing time that you can spend with your significant other.
Yeah.
And especially like once you enter parenthood, it's super important to just have time like that to just be like, take a deep breath and be like, oh, how was your day? My day was crazy. Because that might be the only time that you actually get to talk and ask a simple question like,
Yeah.
was your day good?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, being an adult is hectic and crazy, but having kids on top of that, especially if you have more than one kid, is just like running around with your hair on fire most days.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the car, like how like we have a car that has like third row seating, but they all like to sit in the same row and it's right behind us. So like even when we're in the car, it's like mom, daddy, mommy, daddy, constantly like they have to ask us a question and I'm just like, I'm just trying to tell him what my day was like. So like having that time that I know Tuesdays and Fridays, I mean, I try to tell him things throughout the day, but like I'm like, okay, I gotta hold on to that day where I can talk to him and talk about everything that's like I'm feeling or what's going on in life. It's very helpful, and I think that's a really big thing that's helping our relationship. Having those set days, so like we know, hey, that time's for us, and reconnecting in that way. Whether it's just like even sometimes talking about each other's schedule or what else we have going on or how this meeting was or hey, how did this go on the podcast or hey, did you get that order done for furniture? How, you know what I mean? Like just communicating with each other and showing interest in each other's too. Cause that was always a big thing too. I feel like when I tell him a story, I want him to engage with me about asking me questions about what I just told him. Like he's a child. I'm sorry, that's what it makes it sound like. But I think that's really important in a relationship to engage in the conversation with questions to like show interest and that you genuinely care about what you're trying to say and how you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that's really good. Underfunded says here about their favorite type of date or whatever. He says like once every 6 months or so, we have Amber's sister watch the girls and we go do something outside like a park or a trail. Then dinner and a movie, just switch up the places.
oh, do you live
Very
somewhere
nice.
warm? I'm guessing
He lives in Tennessee.
Oh, just saying today, I want to go to Tennessee.
Were you?
It wasn't to you, it's my dad.
Oh.
I said I want to go to Gatlinburg. Is that called?
Gatlinburg.
There's an L in there, yeah.
I think.
Or Nashville. I mean, that's like isn't that where everyone wants to go in Tennessee?
Yeah. Well, if we go, we'll go hang out with Underfunded.
Yes.
Because he's just shocked to find out that I've been cheating on him all these years.
Plot twist.
Yeah, remember that Dust 514 game I used to play? This is a guy that I played a ton with back then.
No way.
Yeah.
How
Old
cool is
Nox
that?
Mortem, my
Small
buddy.
world.
I used to run around and heal his large character in this game because he played a heavy character, so he has like a really big body.
You did make a really good community in those games.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I just played
and met friends.
Yeah,
sounds fun.
And I mean, I am a small internet celebrity in this game.
Here we go.
I was voted into the Hall of Fame from the particular role that I played.
Was
in this
there
game
like 9 people
by the player base?
How many people was that?
Like all the players who would get online on this game's website made a post about who they thought the best players were in this particular role out of all the people that played, which are thousands and thousands of players.
Thousands of people voted for you?
All the people on that thread? I don't know. Knox, how many? I mean, come on. But I was voted on by players, people I didn't know. They said I was one of the best lodgies in this game.
Oh, great. Here we go. You gotta read it out loud so the people listening.
They can see.
What if it's a podcast?
Seriously, that's true. Seriously, he was legendary. But yeah.
Oh goodness, giving him a bigger head than he already has.
But yeah. Anyways, that's the best thing about Bekah is she just
tells it like it is.
No, she humors me in all these stupid things I talk to you about, like that. You're just like, oh, really? That's so great. Good job.
But in my mind, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I did try to play video games once with you before.
That's right.
And I try to understand League of Legends. sort of. They just run around and with like our baby enjoys it more than I do. I will say she
Our
loves
oldest watches Cloud9 with me all the time.
She's been watching it since. I mean, you've been into it since she was a baby.
Mm-hmm. We actually just talked about it last night.
Did you?
Yeah. Anytime she sees me watching League of Legends, she's like, "Oh, is Cloud9 playing?" And then just a little tear rolls down my cheek. I'm like, oh, I've been waiting for this day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we're kind of rambling on now, but
yeah, we're just talking about our life and random.
yeah, but I mean that's a podcast.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we both think that it is very important to prioritize going on dates. I mean, whether or not you're married, if you're just dating, obviously, but like, especially once you get married, and even more so once you hit parenthood, it's hard and life is chaotic and always busy. There's never a free moment, but if you can somehow find a way to be intentional, to set aside time, it doesn't even have to be a lot of time, but some
or
time,
even money. Like it doesn't have to be like getting anything.
Yeah,
from it.
You don't need to go get like $150 dinner.
Yeah.
Like just go through the drive-through of Taco Bell and then sit in the parking lot, eat your tacos, and have a conversation.
We've done that before.
Yeah. But it's so important to make time for each other and do fun stuff together, because you gotta continue to grow your relationship, and you can only do that if you try.
Yeah. And we're not experts. We just wing it and try and figure out what, or telling what works for us.
Yeah. But like we said before, leave us a comment. You can even send us an email at coupleconversationspodcast@gmail.com.
Or a DM on Instagram too at couples.
Couple conversations.
I like to add an S to it, and he likes to correct it every single time. But yeah, we really would love to hear. Like, I think that would even encourage us to get ideas for our dates and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, any comments or replies we get, we'll read on the show next week. Go over it. Thanks for listening, tuning in. Underfunded, thank you as always for gracing us with your presence. If you're listening or watching on YouTube and you like what you heard, please consider subscribing. Go find us on Instagram at Couple Conversations Podcast. You can find all of our links right now at linktr.ee/Couple Conversations Podcast. Both of those links will be in our episode description. Unfortunately, right now, audio-wise, we're only available on Anchor.fm and Spotify. But I believe slowly, it's been a while since I've started a podcast. But if I'm remembering right, with Showboys, slowly over time, we would automatically get added to other podcasting platforms. So I think it's just a matter of time before we pop up on Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts and all of the other platforms out there. But right now, audio only you're going to find on Spotify or Anchor.fm. All those links are on our Linktree page. But yeah, thank you again. And we will see you in a couple weeks. Have a great weekend.